Hi there, everyone. This is Diana from AT for Education, atfored.com, with you here to show you a quick video tutorial of how to use Google Keep. Here we are in Google Keep, which you can get to from just simply going to keep.google.com. You can also, all the way over to the right, or wherever it is on your device that you see this little waffle, you can use the waffle to the light bulb, and that will get you to your Google Keep. Some really great things about Google Keep: you can use this for reminders, color-coded sticky notes, checklists, and you can have Google Keep on all of your devices for free. So if I set a reminder on my Chromebook or my laptop, I also get the reminder on Google Keep on my phone or my iPad or Android tablet. You can certainly use the free app built into Android devices where Google Keep is. On your iPad or iPhone, you can download the Google Keep app there. And again, on a laptop or Chromebook, you can use your waffle to the light bulb to get to Google Keep. On the left-hand side here, you can see some labels that I have already created. I like to put reminders for home, for school, and for work. And if you go ahead here to edit labels, you can see that you can create labels for other parts of your day or week as well. To the top right, we have some settings under the gear icon. Notice you can enable dark theme. Dark theme is similar to dark mode on other devices. High contrast, opposite white on black. This can be great for, well, some individuals certainly just prefer it. They like the look of dark mode. And for individuals with dyslexia or LD, CVI, or visual impairment, dark mode often is preferred because it's easier to see. A few other settings in there if you want to explore. The other great thing about Google Keep is it's very simple to use. Straightforward, right at the top here, take a note. You can title your note. This could be homework with a due date. This could be homework with the name of a class, if you're creating this note for school. And then other take a note section. That's where we're going to type, of course, the reminder that we want to remember. Now, if we have more than one item that we would like on this particular sticky note reminder, we can use the three dots at the bottom here to show checkboxes. There are a few other things you can do here, like add a drawing using Google Drawings. So for individuals who like to draw a quick sketch, and some of us who are just a little bit more artistic than others, and it's going to be easier for us to remember by adding a drawing. That's a fun thing to do. Add a label. So this is where I can make sure that this particular sticky note is under my school label. And if I was creating a reminder for home or work, I could put it there. For this particular instance, I'm going to show checkboxes. So now I can add another item with a checkbox that I can check off later when I get this reminder. Create one more. You can list as many items as you would like on one particular note. You can also separate them by using several different notes, which you'll see. The little bell icon here, this is to alert you, your alarms, or your reminder. You can choose specifically what date and time you want this reminder to pop up. You can In your settings, create some quick shortcuts for later today, tomorrow, next week. If you just want to be able to click those quickly, you can set what that time is going to be by default. And if you pick a date and time, you can of course customize it for a specific time, and you can have it repeat. So if this is something you're going to do every day or every week on the same day, monthly, etc., you can set that repeat. And it's nice that you can also set up a custom repeat. So maybe it's going to end after a certain amount of days, etc. I'm going to keep mine for repeating daily for this particular instance and hit save. The little person icon next to that allows you to add a collaborator. So you can add an important person or invite someone to this reminder. So perhaps this is an appointment where I'm going to invite someone else to come along, or a meeting, or I want another important person to know about this reminder. I can add someone by adding their email address and then click save. And that person will also get this reminder. You can color code your sticky notes. So maybe all of your school sticky notes are going to be one color, your work and home may be another. Or for example, if you're creating several notes for school, you may color code based on class. So if this was for a particular science class, maybe you would color code it green. And then if you're adding another note for math class, you could color code it blue. We'll make this one blue for today's purposes. Adding an image. If you are a person that likes visual reminders instead of text reminders, you can add a quick photo either from your saved photos or from the internet. If you're creating this reminder on your phone or your tablet, you can simply just snap a quick picture. So maybe this is a reminder to bring all of your materials for a class or all of your items for an activity or sport. You can take a quick picture maybe of your uniform and soccer ball, for example, and that's going to be your reminder for don't forget to bring all of these things before practice. So you can add photos, which can be really great for visual support for those of you who prefer it. And this little icon here is archive. I like to explain the difference between archive and, after you're done with a sticky note, using the three dots to delete the note. So first I'm going to close this note that I just created so you can see it pops down here, and as we continue to make notes, they will come side by side or archive under the label that we put it. When this reminder pops up, I set it for 10:30 a.m. today. I can make sure that I do these things and check them off, which is really great. You can see I checked off that it is done. When I am done doing everything on my reminder note, I have the option to archive it, or I can delete the note. Oftentimes, I recommend clicking archive, and this is because if we delete a note by mistake, we haven't really done everything we wanted to do, then we have to create that note and reminder again because it's deleted. If we go to archive, however, then we're kind of just tucking it away, setting it in archives for later. We might pull it back out, and from the archives, we can, of course, then go and delete it if we make sure that we are absolutely done. We may, of course, want to replicate perhaps the reminders in here, so we may decide to save it in the archives as well. Let's go back to our notes. I'm going to create a couple more notes here just as a quick reminder of how to do this. So we're going to do homework, Google Keep video, reminder. Make sure that we pick a time to get reminded. Color code this note. And there we have it. And if we want to add check boxes, you can do that at any time. So for this one, because it's two things, I do want to add the check boxes. Let's do one for 10 through 15. Through 10 as an example, and we'll make this one red. So just so you can see how they stack up as you start to create some new reminder notes, again, to remind you at any time. Here you can add a quick drawing or add a quick photo if you want to do start a note that way instead of starting it with text. And if you are using Google Calendar, most of us are, we can pop on over to Calendar where we've set our reminders for our appointments, some of them recurring, some of them one time. And notice over here to the right, if I click on this little Google Keep light bulb, now I can see my notes and my calendar side by side. That can be really helpful. So as I'm getting the reminders, I'm able to pop over to Google Keep side by side right from my calendar, which can be really convenient. A couple of things to note. You can also save your Google Keep notes to Google Docs. So those of us using Google Docs, if we want to, maybe we have several reminders here that we want to have in a Google Doc format to share with others, you can share your Google Keep notes as well. Now we have that here in a Google Doc, so nice collaboration there. Also remember, when you start using Google Keep, if you haven't used it before, it's going to give you a quick pop-up at the beginning asking you to allow notifications. Now, sometimes we automatically click off when that pop-up comes up. We're like, no, we don't want any extra notifications. But this is a reminder app. We really need these reminders. That's why we're setting these notes and these reminders. So we need to hit yes and accept notifications so that we get those pop-up reminders on our device. Another great reminder to note is, of course, we're using this to show how to use Google Keep for creating reminders and digital sticky notes. Many of us use the paper sticky notes as well. Light Tech is nice to use in combination, but many individuals use Google Keep for taking notes during class. So if we were to edit our labels over here to the left-hand side, rather than just reminders, we can also add specific classes, for example. So if we are going to have a math class and a science class, we can edit our labels here and create one for each class. This can be helpful because we could be using Google Keep to take notes during a class, whether it's during a lecture when a teacher is talking, or if it is during a time when you are on a website researching. So if you are on a website page doing some research and you have the Google Keep extension also enabled through the Google Chrome Web Store, then over to the top right here you see the light bulb. We could just start taking notes side by side and pop them on over into our Google Keep. And you can also, of course, label them. So if we were starting to take a note about a particular website, we can add it to any of the labels that we created. So if we were on a website for science and we took a note, and we can then make sure that we put it into our science label here. So you can see that there are some various ways that you can use Google Keep, whether it's taking notes, and Google Keep pops up side by side, as we learned in most applications when you're in Google. So not only the calendar, but also Google Slides, Google Docs, things like that. You can pull up your Google Keep notes side by side and be able to use them. So there's really, you could go in depth on so many great things that you can do. But hopefully you found this helpful today for at least starting with Google Keep to create some reminders and digital sticky notes. Remember, if you're creating these notes on a phone or a iPad or tablet, you can use your microphone to dictate your reminders, to speak your reminders in, if that's something that you prefer to do as well. Feel free to join us on social media if you would like. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and we often post some great innovative things about assistive technology and ed tech, as well as UDL. We post some great things there for educators, parents, and learners of all ages. And we also support adults in the workplace, access for employment. So go ahead and check us out, connect with us on social media if that's something that you use yourself, and hopefully you check out Google Keep today.